was like, I don't want to do that.
It's like the friend film, right?
Yeah,
Right.
totally. So yeah, my immediate reaction was like, but then when I heard these guys were involved, John and Tim, they do such great work. I was like, maybe they're. And then this production was like every day blew my mind how big it was. There'd be like 3 cameras and a giant techno crane and sparks coming off a building, and then we run through something, and it was like, it's wild. It felt like I'm being on a big movie set. It was cool.
It's true, the production of this is huge and the action is really crazy, and I had no idea doing a web series. I was a little bit hesitant as well until I met and saw who was involved in the project, and then I was right away on board.
Yeah.
So we just had an extended conversation about like AT&T's involvement with the project. Were people like on set throwing phones in your faces or doing anything like that?
Yeah, I had to do some tech stuff with the phone, which by the end, I got the hang of. I must say.
Now that the series is over.
It's really fun.
It is, yeah.
It's a nice big screen, too.
I'm the least tech-savvy guy in the world. So
Okay.
It's kind of ironic that they cast me. But yeah, no.
Do you have a phone?
Yes, I have a telephone. It's from 1968.
He said telephone.
But it's still at home. It has a cord
Yeah,
connected
no, it
to it.
plugs in. Yeah. No, I actually have a really old. My iPhone is from it's like a prototype. It's super old. But AT&T was great. I mean, they would hang out on set and be really supportive and throw out ideas and it was great. But I mean, they were very, it easily could have been restrictive, to do the phone and make the technology or the phone or those things the priority, but the story was the priority and the character was the priority.
Well, were you guys nervous at all? Like, because there's always that sort of specter of branded content that people like. I mean, audiences get really cynical about this kind of stuff now. And that when you're approached with this project and you go through the casting process, were there fears? Were there?
I asked a lot of questions in a meeting about how everything was going to come together, and I feel like AT&T did do a really great job of making the story a priority, and that they are just involved in something that's really cool, and we're moving into that. Everything is kind of the internet world. Diamonds on the internet for everything now. So I think it's a really smart, fun way.
I think, yeah, and I think we're in a transitional time, where you're going to start seeing so much more of that, which is so much better than the way it's done now. I think with you watch a show and then you take a break,
Right.
to watch commercials and stuff. But if you could integrate the two, and have great content that interests you, and also there are it's demonstrating a phone's capabilities or whatever.
Right.
That's games,
Well, but I just like because we also have seen that backfire on others where the narrative stops in the middle of an episode to talk about this new car.
Hold up the Doritos.
Right.
Just eat them
Exactly.
and smile.
That's my favorite, the Ford Focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The Truman
What was
Show,
that?
right? It's
Exactly.
Like the Truman Show, you're just making plugs of...
Yeah.
No, it's not. Not quite like that.
Yeah, no, they really tried to actively not let it get those moments that everybody knows and everybody hates, and pause, show that they can do it, and try to make the story revolve around how you can use it in the audio.
Well, and also just from a performance perspective, what did it help that this wasn't really science fiction? That the apps that they're working with on the phone weren't that they were real apps, that you guys had stuff that you could really interact with. It wasn't like a blank screen.
Yeah, that's why it's not just advertising or weird, awkward plugs. It's like actually things you would use. So all the AT&T apps and things that we're using, it's what you would use in your...
What is in the show?
They have this new app called the Jackboxer app that does a bunch of different stuff where you can it's kind of fun because you can send secret messages to your friends. You can send a text message, but you can encode it and make it cryptic. So I send it to you and it's all scrambled. And if anyone wanted to see it or whatever, you'd have to have a password to unscramble it. And so I can be like Sarah, who's really weird. She can be standing right here. No idea.
Right.
Until I unscramble.
Until she gets the password. And then
You can also do it with photos, which is really fun as well. You can send photos and then make it abstract, and then you can unscramble your photos.
So it's a cool way to launch an app.
Yeah, definitely.
To show, to work it.
And it's also interactive with the show itself. You can try and crack a bunch of codes and secrets.
So during the show, you can whip out your phone and start
Trying to decipher.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I actually was running around with it, and it freaked me out one morning because there was a message in one of the inboxes, and it said, "Who is this?"
And you're like,
This is right when it first came out, and I was like, "Is this live? Like, is this somebody from in the company now?" Just,
The app's there to
like,
freak
messing
you out,
around?
actually.
Right.
So I said, which I didn't read. I didn't open up the message properly. I said Sarah, and it wrote wrong answer, and then it said clue, and it said it begins with a couple letters, and I didn't know the answer again, and it just said mission failed. And I was like, what?
I broke it.
Now your phone's just telling you all the things you're doing wrong.
Yeah, and I really felt like a very intense thing in my morning. I was in the dark, and I'm like, oh my god.
I didn't have
what am
the
I
heart to tell her
interacting
that it
with?
was actually me.
Yeah, and you were
And
just
I-
messing with
and I
her.
just went, yeah.
I was actually gonna, is that part of the app?
That's part of the app.
Oh, that's great.
Talk to you and ask you questions. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't. We all sat around tinkering with it on set, and I haven't gone that far with it yet.
So what was the production process like? Because we're talking about very short form content. All told, we're talking about an hour of television. I mean, like,
Yeah.
how long were you guys attached to the project? What
How long?
kind of time
how long
frame?
was production? It was about 2.5 weeks of shooting, and then we have another day or 2 days in New York City.
Oh, so you guys aren't even wrapped up yet.
No,
No.
it goes now tomorrow.
Turning around was really fast. They got excited about it.
So you're gonna party really hard tonight.
Yeah. They wanted to bring in touch a little bit, so they put the teaser on the finale. Keeper came by, did a cameo, which was really fun.
Nice.
To bump into him on the street, and have alliances. So that was it.
Wanna-
Or do quick intros.
Okay, sure. Can you guys do a quick intro?
Sure.
Ladies first?
Yes.
Ladies first. Come on.
Of course.
I'm Sarah Roemer, and here at the
Can you do a little louder just because it's loud in
Yes,
here?
am I saying here at the premiere of Daybreak? What do you want?
Whatever you want to. Yeah, that's perfect.
Hi, I'm Sarah Roemer, and I'm here at the premiere of Daybreak.
And I'm Ryan Eggold, and I'm here with Sarah at the premiere of said Daybreak.
Thanks so much, guys.